Namaskaram, beautiful yoga family. This is Yogacharini Sangeeta, and I'm here to present and demonstrate the Pranava Pranayama as codified and taught by Yogamaharishi Dr. Swami Gitananda Giri, Guru Maharaj Ki, in his Yoga Step by Step, Lesson 6. The Pranava Pranayama is a wonderful, wonderful practice. And as Swamiji says in the Yoga Step by Step, if you want to add a new dimension, it's truly traveling into a new dimension, this Pranava Pranayama. The mantra of all mantras. This is such a gem of the Gitananda tradition, and I feel so honored to be able to share it with you. So we have been practicing the sectional breathing of the lungs. And what we're going to do is to associate the sound of the different letters of the mantra Om to the different sections of the lungs. In Sanskrit, there is a linguistic rule called metaphony that allows certain vowels to come together and create a different sound. For example, A, U, U become O. A, U become O. That's why you sometimes have Om written as A, U, M, and sometimes O, M. Swamiji in the same lesson teaches us how the sound of Om, the mantra of all mantras, is a rune, is a vibratory rune used to invoke, call in, to resonate all possible sounds that the human apparatus, the vocal apparatus, can create in terms of vowels. And this is a very beautiful practice. So before we go into the sectional breathing with the different vowels, let's first hear this. The A, according to Swamiji, is a guttural sound. Guttural, gola, throat. That's the area right here. This corresponds to the lower section of the lungs. Then Swamiji says the sound of Oo will come up from the back of the throat and start to resonate in the back of the throat, travel up the palate, so into the bottom of the skull, and move forward towards the area of the teeth. So it's a Ooh. You can hear the sound move from the back, coming towards the labial sound where bringing the two lips together will originate. So the A, the lower sound, corresponds to the lower section of the lungs. The U travels up into the throat, and that's where the middle section of the lungs is involved. Ooh, coming forward towards the lips, and then the is where the upper clavicular sectional breathing of the lung is going to be stimulated and corresponds to the sound. We also know that the sound of Om is Aum, and then the last part of the sound is a cerebral which is signified by the Anuswara in the Sanskrit letter or symbol of the Om, and that is the resonance that will vibrate and stay when we in the Savitri hold the breath in. So it's going to be Aum. You can almost hear it, and then we're going to breathe in again. Swamiji also recommends that you breathe in and hear the sound of Om. So as you inhale in the lower section of the lungs, you can hear as you inhale, U, So then, with the Mahat Yoga Pranayama, we will have a full Om. But before we rush there, let's first practice each section of the lungs with the proper Hasta Mudra and the proper sound. I'm going to only demonstrate 3 times, but it's recommended that you practice from 3 to 6 to 9 and all multiples of 3 in each area of the lung before we practice the full Mahat Yoga Pranayama. So, Chin Mudra, lower section of the lungs, front, side, and back. We're going to breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out 4 per area. So we have a ratio of 1 to 2. Breathing in 6, breathing out 12, divided into the lungs, okay? Into the back side and front side and back. All right, let's give it a try. Breathe out to prepare. Breathing in 3, 4, 5, 6 from the back. Breathe in. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And relax. Please continue on and repeating this whenever you want to practice for more rounds. Now we're going to travel up into the Mateham Pranayama, this area of the lungs. Our count is the same, breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and from the Chin Mudra, we go into the Chin Maya Mudra. Breathe out to prepare. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, breathing out. Ooh. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 4, 5, 6. Relax. Same with the Adi Mudra, and this time upper, front, side, and back. 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4. Okay? Breathe out to prepare. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax. And now we can practice the Pranava Pranayama, the full Pranava Pranayama. We're going to do the Brahma Mudra. So remember, shoulders down and back, enough space under your armpits. With this one, we will breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. What's important about the practice is that we are going to keep the count steady. Okay, so what happens often is that we want to breathe in and then the Om drags on and on and on, and it drags. I use this verb really. Okay, in this practice, this is a pranayama practice, so the counts are really important. This is different than the japa of Om that you may do in your prayer or dharana practice, where you can let the Om get in a prolonged fashion. But in this particular pranayama, the Pranava Pranayama, we keep the counts and we remain aware of the relationship between the counts, the areas of the lungs, and the vowels. Okay, so it is a practice and it is based on numbers, on sacred numbers, and that's why we want to keep them together. I say this because oftentimes when we inhale and we exhale, we may feel that we're not done chanting the Om before we inhale again. That's okay, it happens. Just keep with the rhythm and practice the pranayama as it is taught. And then when you're able to do the japa or the japa of the Om, you can keep the out breath as long as you wish for your practice. This is also important because the letters of the AUM or AUM, which eventually it will turn into this beautiful unity of a sound, right? At first it's like AUM, but then AUM, AUM, AUM. At some point in the japa, even in the practice, it will just become a pure vibration. That's actually a hope and a goal of the practice. But at first, it's really important to keep them separate so that you are making sure that each area of the lung and each sound is properly used and articulated. This is really important. Otherwise, you may be like, and keep one of the letters much more or area of the lungs much more than the others. So in the, hope that this practice makes us aware and makes us whole, we want to be balanced that way. So let's try it together. Brahma Mudra. Breathing in 6, 2, 2, 2. Breathing out 4, 4, 4. There's a light pause or retention between the two, inhale and exhale. You can practice the aprakasha mudra of swallowing the breath, swallowing the saliva. Breathe out to prepare. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Hold. Breathe in. hold. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Relax. So, as mentioned before, these are just some counts to practice together. Once you have become acquainted with how to practice this, you can repeat this pranayama as well as the Pranava mantra for many, many more rounds. Swamiji recommends and teaches us to repeat the rounds in multiples of 3. So, yes, happy practice and many blessings. Namaskara.